What's going on, guys? It's Big D West 95 here. Today I thought I'd get into my knife collection. It's a small collection. I've only been collecting knives for a little over a year now, but I got them all in this nice cedar humidor box. It's not like treated or anything. It's just like an extra cigar box that I had that I keep them in. It's nice. So we're gonna go through all these knives one by one, and I kind of have them sorted from the lowest price to the highest price. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this out the way here. And I got everything on a little piece of paper here. So first up, we have the Gerber pair frame. And all these prices are Amazon prices. It's not the price I paid or the cheapest price you can find. I just went like off Amazon since everything seems to be on there. So this is the Gerber pair frame. It's the cheapest knife I own. I don't have the steel written down on this one because it's just a high carbon steel. Doesn't really have a steel listed on it. It's a good starter knife for someone that wants to carry a pocket knife. It's easy to clean, easy to carry, easy to open one-handed. So there's that. I'm not really into serrations, but like I said, it's a good starter knife. $17 on Amazon. Gerber pair frame. Next up, we have the CRKT squid, and I put a little lanyard on this one. This is 8CR13 MOV. You can get this on Amazon for $20. This is a great little knife. Great little knife. It's a Lucas Burnley design. Very ergonomic knife. With the lanyard, you get a little extra grip. When I have it in the pocket, you can use this to help pull it out. It is a tip up carry, which is what I prefer. Oh, I didn't really talk about that on the Gerber. The Gerber is tip down carry, not reversible. It's only right hand, not left handed. This one is right handed only, tip up carry. So this is what I prefer. So that's the CRKT squid. Like I said, you can get it on Amazon for $20. Great little knife. Moving on. Next we have the Gerber Airlift, which is 5CR13, and you can get this on Amazon for $22. This is a frame lock, tip down carry only, like a bronze coated blade. It's a good looking knife, but it's just a cheap starter knife as well. I carried this for a little bit when I first started carrying knives. It's a good looking knife, but like I said, starter knife. It's another one of those ones that are easy to clean, open frame design. And that's, like I said, 5CR13, $22 on Amazon. Next up is the Gerber Evo, which, if you notice, like most of the Gerbers that I have are, this one kind of is a whack action. You kind of got to get wrist into it. Most of the Gerbers that I have, most of the budget knives that I have are going to be Gerbers. I just started getting Gerbers to build my collection. This one is the Gerber Evo in 7CR17 MOV, and you can get this on Amazon for $26. It's a Tanto blade with serrations, liner lock, tip down carry only. There it is, the Gerber Evo. Like I said, you really got to put some wrist into this one to open it up. But it's a cool little design. It looks like the CRKT M16 series. Just plastic handles. It's pretty light. But that's the Gerber Evo. All right, moving on. Another budget Gerber Kettlebell. Now I got this one just because of the design. This aluminum handle. It kind of looks like a grenade. I like it. And then I like the little clip point, but the selling point for me is this this finger choil right here that you can choke up on. So even with like a bigger hand, you get like a nice grip on it. But this is a frame lock as well. Tip up carry, not reversible. It's only right-handed, and it has some dual thumb studs. One's bigger than the other. So this is meant for a right-hand person. But yeah, this is a cool little design. The action, like I said, it's on washers. It's not like an action. You can't like flick it open. It's a pretty tight knife. You just roll it out with your thumb. I just like the look of it. It looks like a little grenade. The kettlebell. That's 7 CR, 17 MOV, and you can get it for $27 on Amazon. Pretty cool little knife. Like I said, most of these Gerbers are going to be my budgets, and the CRKTs are going to be my budgets. This is the knife that really started it all for me, the CRKT Pilar, 8CR 13 MOV, and you can get it online for $27 as well. So it's the same price as the kettlebell. And the reason I bought the kettlebell is it reminds me of the Pilar. This one I've used a lot. It's all dinged up. The blade you can see is worn. This is a really nice knife. I really love the design. It came tip down carry, right side, but it's reversible to tip up, and it's a frame lock. And this is a Voxness design, Jasper Voxness, and I just love this design. It's so ergonomic for being a little knife. With this choil, you can hold it like this, but then you can choke up on this choil. The blade stock's very thick back here, so you got a lot of control over the tip of that knife. But yeah, it's just similar to the kettlebell with the choil, and that's why I got the kettlebell. It reminded me of the Pilar. If I had to choose between the two, I'd choose the Pilar every day of the week. A better steel, better design, better action. You can middle flick it. I just messed it up there because I'm trying to do it on camera, of course. But you can middle flick it. You can thumb flick it. So yeah, very nice knife. I recommend this knife to everyone. They make them in better steels too. They make them in D2, and they also make a large version with a flipper tab. But this is just the original 8CR version. Moving on, we have the Kershaw Fraction, and these are just nice knives. The carbon fiber G10, carbon fiber inlay on the G10. It's a flipper. It really shoots out with authority. And that is 8CR 13 MOV. This is an Anzo design. Very light knives. Very good EDC. It's very comfortable. It's light. The action is like very good for a $27 knife. So pretty cool. Nice jimping. And this is a liner lock. And it's a tip up carry, right or left hand. Moving on. This knife right here is awesome. This is the Rike P801 in the stainless steel. 14C28N blade steel. You got your thumb studs or your flipper tab deployment. This knife is $29, and it is just flawless. Like the blue anodized thumb studs, deep carry pocket clip, open design, and stainless steel scales, frame lock. I mean, literally, you carry this knife and it feels like a premium knife. Just awesome. I recommend this knife. If anyone wants a really decent knife for under $30, man, this thing is brilliant. I carried this thing when I got it for like 2 weeks. Another knife didn't see my pocket. It's very ergonomic. The flat grind on it is really nice for slicing. I've used it to eat food, like to cut my food and prep my food. It's just awesome. I mean, I'm just flipping it open because it's so comfortable. But yeah, Rike P801, stainless steel, 14C28N, $29 on Amazon. Great knife. You cannot beat that for the price. We have another Kershaw. This is a Kershaw Atmos. And I think this and the Fraction came out around the same time. They're very similar designs, but this one is a Sinkovich design. This one, I prefer this one over the Fraction. The Fraction comes in the same colors as the Atmos, but I got the blue with the blue G10 with the carbon fiber. It's a very light knife. It has a mini, I don't say it's a mini clip, but it's a deep carry pocket clip, and it just disappears in the pocket. It's awesome. It really shoots out there nice too. The flipper tab has a very good detent, so once you get the thing rolling, it flips out really nice. So, liner lock, tip up, right or left hand. And that's the Kershaw Atmos 8CR 13 MOV, $30 knife. Highly recommend. $30 on Amazon right now. When they came out, they were like 40 something. But yeah, very nice knife. This knife right here is not my knife. This is my wife's knife. And it's the Ontario Knife Company, the Rat Model 2. And this is the version in Aus 8. This thing is, the design to me looks so ugly, the way the blade comes out here. But man, it is so comfortable. This ramp here with the jimping, it's just such a comfortable knife. Like, and this is her knife. She uses it a lot. You can see like the tip there has some wear on the finish. But I mean, reversible pocket clip, tip up or down, right or left for a reversible pocket clip, liner lock. You really can't beat this. And then this is the Model 2, so it's the smaller model. She didn't want the bigger model. But these knives, they come in all sorts of colors. They come in D2 steel as well. And that action is awesome. It's just on some washers, but man, that thing is awesome. I think you can middle flick it if you practice. Yep, just like that. That was pretty good. And that's the Rat Model 2. Very ergonomic design. Very affordable knife. It's awesome. If you can get your hands on a Rat, I definitely would. So $32, and that's just for the Aus 8 model. I think the D2 is a little more expensive with the green G10. Okay, so moving on. This is a knife I got from the monthly knife club. I thought it was a little bit cheesy at first, but for the price, it's not a bad knife. It's $35. It's the Bestech, and it doesn't have a name. It's the TS016, and it's just a very clunky, tactical knife. It is so thick. G10 scales. It got some cool looking milling on the scales. The G10 feels nice. Tip up carry, left or right. It's not deep by any means. It has like a plastic back spacer that goes for a lanyard hole, and it's kind of like an Axis lock knockoff because this was before the patent was up. But it has like a nice fuller here. The knife feels nice in your hand, but look at it, it's huge. It's not my thing. The action is like nice. It's just a big clunky knife. It's like a tactical knife. So if you're looking for like something big and tactical, I mean, listen to the action. It just sounds huge. The noise is it just sounds different than any other knife. But that's the Bestech TS016 8CR14 steel, made in China. But for $35, I mean, it's huge. It's a big knife. I mean, you're looking at almost a 4-inch blade. So, yeah, just the biggest, bulkiest knife I own. I wouldn't have bought this myself, but it came in the monthly knife club, and I mean, it's just bulky, man. But yeah, Bestech 8CR14 blade steel, $35 on Amazon. All right, moving on to the Gerber Air Ranger 7CR 17 MOV blade. This is a really ergonomic Gerber design. The jimping and the ramp here, so like when you're holding this is very light and nice knife. I can see this being someone's like a starter EDC as well. G10 scales, thin steel liners. It's a liner lock. It's not really fidgety. You kind of just roll it out. I mean, this is kind of new, so it's stiff. I haven't carried this one. I just bought it to build my collection. You can see the washers in there, just on washers. But I'm sure once we, I can't get it. Once I break it in, yeah, you can flick it out with your thumb with a thumb stud. It's a tip down carry only, though, and that's an issue for me. But I mean, it's a $40 knife, so. Gerber Air Ranger. It's comfortable though. Make for a good EDC, for a starter EDC. Alright, moving on. This is another knife that I got from the monthly knife club. I did a video on this one. This is the Bear Edge 112. It's 440C. I'm sorry, not 440C. It just says 440 stainless. And it's an assisted knife. I'm not really into assisted knives, but this knife is a aesthetically pleasing knife. G10 scales on liners, steel liners. It has this titanium. I think they said it's titanium. It's metal, but it's like a coated lanyard hole / backspacer. Has thumb studs, and it has a flipper tab. And like I said, it is assisted, so it don't take much to deploy. A nice blade design, very ergonomic. The jimping here in the back is just comfortable for your thumb. Oh, my camera just died here, or it's dying. So we're gonna go with less light. But yeah, that's the Bear Edge. 112 440 stainless steel for $42 on Amazon. I'm actually gonna pause the video here and get this phone plugged in. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I got the flashback on. So that was the Bear Edge, $42 on Amazon. Next up, this is a knife that I recommend to everyone. I love this knife. It's probably one of my favorite knives, and it went down in price big time. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the Kershaw Link. This is not my knife. This is my wife's knife. It's the Kershaw Link. This one is 420 HC steel. What's nice about this knife is, I mean, it just feels great. It's assisted. I'm not into assisted knives. But what's nice about this knife is it now comes, it also comes in M390, but they just announced this year that this knife will come in 20 CV, which is awesome, at a really good price. But this version with the green aluminum scales and the liner lock, tip up carry, right or left hand reversible. This one's only $43, but you still get the design. Like I said, you can get this knife in a more premium blade steel, so that's really cool. Moving on. Next we have the Gerber Hall, and I got this knife from Monthly Knife Club. It's an assisted knife with a button lock and a button safety. This is 5CR 15 MOV, glass-filled nylon handles, tip up carry, right hand only. It really slings out there. It kind of has a springy noise though. I mean, this feels like a cheaper knife to me. I wouldn't really recommend it for the $44 price, but there it is, Gerber Hall, part of my collection. This is one I really recommend. This is the CJRB Rampart in copper, and also the D2 blade. And this one I could not find on Amazon, so this is $45, and that's off of Smoky Mountain Knife Works website. But as you can see, the copper has a nice patina on it from carrying it. And man, it's just a gnarly blade steel. It's a very heavy blade. And this is Artisan Cutlery, their more affordable line of knives, the CJRB. So you'll be seeing them around more often. Very, very nice action. The blade's so heavy though, it just swings out. One thing that's neat about this knife, I mean, the handle, it's just a really heavy knife. If you grab it by the blade and look, it just deploys. So it's on bearings. But for $45, I think it was like $50 when it came out, because I think I spent more than $45, because I bought it as soon as it came out. Like as soon as I saw the video on these, I picked them up quick. Deep carry clip, right or left hand, tip up only, liner lock. Very nice knife. If you like copper knives, this is a good one to get. It looks pretty gnarly after a patina, so you can see the patina around the pocket clip, how it used to look and how it looks now. But yeah, CJRB Rampart in copper, D2 blade, $45 on Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Awesome knife. Highly, highly recommend. This is also another awesome knife. I got this one from Monthly Knife Club, but I was actually looking at this knife before I got it on Monthly Knife Club, so it's kind of crazy that they sent it to me before I purchased it. It's the Statgear Slinger, and it really does sling for a little knife. I mean, normally a knife with this size is hard to flip out with a little blade like that, but it's on bearings, I believe. I mean, it slings so nice, I have to believe it's on bearings. It might just be on washers, who knows. But it's a really nice knife. They come in black, all black with a black coated blade, or gray with different color hardware. But I really like this blue with the bronze hardware. It is tip down carry only, but the clip is such a deep pocket clip. It's pretty nice. I can't complain about the pocket clip on this one because this is like more like a secondary knife to me. Like if I was carrying a full size knife, I would have this little guy like in my little like watch pocket in my jeans. But yeah, it's a really cool knife. Statgear Slinger in D2 blade steel, $45 on Amazon. There you go. I love this knife. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Next up, this is a knife that I actually found at a yard sale, and I cleaned it up. It was like cruddy with dirt. The mechanism didn't work at all, so I took it the whole way apart and fixed it up. The pocket clip was loose as can be. Now it's tight. I mean, it still kind of looks kind of dirty, but has a safety here for it's a assisted knife, so there's a safety back here, and it's a serrated blade. This is All-State steel. Right now you can get a new one on Amazon for $47. But like I said, I got this one at a yard sale. I think I paid like $5 for it. I got a really good deal on it. But like I said, it was not operating when I first got it. I mean, it must have been buried in the dirt. Cleaned it out very nice. And then to release the lock, you just swing this little switch back and it releases. It's a nice little knife. The only thing I can complain about on this one is like it has like jimping here, but it's not really textured too much. Like they went with cheap handles on this knife, but it is a tactical knife, you know, extra deep carry. Like the way they put the pocket clip in there, it comes out the very back, and you can reverse it to this side. But yeah, pretty cool. Sog Flash 2 and All-State steel. You can get it for $47 on Amazon. This is the Ontario Knife Company Dozer Strike. I just got this with the latest monthly knife club package. All-State steel, $50 knife on Amazon. You can get it for $50. Tip up, right or left hand carry. It is a lockback knife, so you can do one-hand operation. I feel more comfortable doing two-hand operation. Really nice thumb studs. I can't deploy it now for the life of me, but it's a very nice knife. As you can tell, I just got it. It's like literally, I just opened it yesterday. I did the video yesterday. Very clean knife, but I prefer to close the lock back like that. Very, very textured G10. It kind of looks like a carbon fiber look to it, but it's just G10. Awesome knife. Ontario Knife Company Dozer Strike. All-State steel, $50 on Amazon. Now this is the knife that I was getting excited about when I saw the Kershaw link. I just saw Kershaw through the camera. This is the Kershaw Copper Natrix and D2, the Mini Natrix. And these also came down in price because I just found it on Amazon for $50. Great action, great weight to the knife. As you can see, it has a nice patina on it now that I've been carrying on it. Steel frame lock, cool looking pivot. It's based off a ZT design, so it's a nice design. You can see the shiny copper in there past the frame lock. Mini deep carry pocket clip. This thing literally disappears in the pocket. I freaking love this knife. For a $50 knife, this one, in my opinion, is a heavy hitter because it's D2. If you like D2. You just keep them oiled. I always keep my D2 knives oiled so they don't rust. So D2 steel, copper handles, which copper is like the thing right now. I love copper knives. For $50 on Amazon right now. This is probably like the knife I'm going to recommend from here on out for this price. I didn't realize they were this price. I thought they were still around $60 or $70. But look at this thing. Great action. Doesn't really drop shut too cleanly. Like, you got to put a little bounce to it. But, man, this thing is going to open every time you... Perfect D10. Like, this is just a great knife. And there it says the D2. So, hey, recommend this knife highly. Copper Mini Natrix and D2, $50 on Amazon right now. I don't know if that's like a sale or what, but that's really good price. So next up, we have the Bestech Thorn. I got this knife at a gun show. 12C27 Sandvik stainless steel. And this is a cool design too. Brown Coyote G10 liner lock. A neat little pocket clip here. It has like a little G10 piece to make the pocket clip raised up instead of like making it flush. It's tip up carry right side only though, and got a little built-in lanyard hole that goes through the Coyote tan back spacer. Nice Bestech pivot flipper. Great action. Nice grind. Has a little choil here you can choke up on. So I like that about it. You can hold it. Get all your fingers on it, or you can choke up and have more control on the blade. Nice action. Bestech Thorn, $52 on Amazon right now. Some of them are actually cheaper, but the Coyote Tan was cheaper, or Coyote Brown, whatever you want to call it. But most of them are going for $52 on Amazon. Next up is my favorite Bestech. The Bestech Swordfish and D2. I carried this knife at my wedding because it's like my little tuxedo knife. Great action. It's a huge knife. It's probably my biggest knife. We got a 4-inch blade. It's a 9-inch knife. Sorry about that. My camera died again. But like I said, it's over a 9-inch knife overall. But literally, it's my favorite Bestech. The action is like butter. The transition between the tan G10 and the black G10 here, it's two separate pieces. There's like no seam. It's flawless. Looks like a little penguin / tuxedo knife. It's a tip up carry left or right hand only. And man, that action, it literally just drops shut. And I like the way the D10 ball is. Like once you unlock it, it's always past that D10 ball, so you can just close it shut. Excuse me. If you're looking for a large D2 G10 knife, this is the one to go with, in my opinion. The Swordfish. There it is, Bestech, and it says right there, Swordfish. So yeah, great knife. Moving on. I got the charger just plugged in at this point. I normally don't do long videos like this. This is honestly one of the first knives I gotten, the Spyderco Tenacious, and it is a great ergonomic knife. And this is another one I can recommend to everyone, even with the lower quality blade steel and being made in China. Great action on washers. Got a phone call now, man. This video is just being interrupted all over. Really nice grind. It's a flat grind. Really nice for slicing. Man, that thing just flies open. I love it. Four-way reversible pocket clip. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that, but it can be right or left hand, tip up or tip down. And it's a liner lock. And G10. You can get it in multiple colors. And they just, not just announced it, but they have a lightweight Tenacious now, which is kind of like the texture and the handles of like a Delica. And they announced it for the Tenacious, and it's lighter and it's cheaper. So if you're looking at getting a Tenacious and you don't mind not having like the G10 and having like kind of like a handle like the Delica, yeah, great knife, awesome knife. Looks nice. Got that Spidey hole. Got that ergonomic grip. It's just a great knife. Spyderco Tenacious 8CR 13 MOV. $55 on Amazon. I don't know how much the lightweight model is, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's cheaper. So next up, this is the first D2 blade that I ever had. This is the CRKT Gila, and this is a Ken Onion design, all aluminum construction here, the aluminum handles, and it's a nice flipper tab as well. Deep carry pocket clip. It's only right side tip up only. I use this one a lot. You can see the blade has some wear on it, on the finish. This was a gift from my father, actually, so it's a knife that means a lot to me. It's kind of like a classier gentleman knife. The longer, slim design, the Tanto blade is pretty tactical looking. It's just a nice knife, and it fits in the pocket nice with it being a deep carry clip and being so slim. So, and like I said, that's a Ken Onion design, the CRKT Gila and D2 steel, and you can get that on Amazon for $61. These were more expensive when they came out. They went down in price. But yeah, pretty cool knife. Feels really solid being all aluminum. So, oh man. This one we're getting into my favorite knives. Obviously, we're getting up in the price range. As you can see, I went from the cheapest knife to the most expensive. And this is just one of my favorites. I love the design. I love the size of the knife. And this is the Kizer Mini Sheepdog and green G10 154 cm blade. And, you know, Kizer's, this model's doing good for them. You know, you have the regular size, you have the large, and they're doing it in titanium. This is the Vanguard series, so it's the budget series in 154 cm. But they're doing it in titanium. They're doing it in, I think, S35V. They have a copper one, which I'm planning on getting because I like copper. But yeah, this is a good model for Kizer. It's doing good for them. It's just very comfortable. Like this choil right here, it just fits my hand. You can only get a 3-finger grip on it with bigger hands, but look at that blade. Look at that cleaver. It's just gnarly. Again, this is 154 cm blade steel, and it's a liner lock. Tip up carry, right side only. Awesome little knife. I love it. Kizer Mini Sheepdog. You'll see me have another version of this soon because I really want that copper. Great knife. I recommend this knife also to everyone. This is a knife that I will never not recommend. This is just there's a couple knives that I'll recommend in this list and a couple I won't, and that's one of the ones. Now we're getting into the more expensive knives, and this is my first Benchmade, which is not very expensive at this point. This is just the Benchmade Mini Griptilian 154 cm, so the same blade steel as the Kizer Mini Sheepdog. Dual thumb studs, axis lock, very fidgety knife. You can just open and close it all day. I love this. This thing is what got me into Benchmade, and I'll never get rid of it. Even though it's the older model with the 154 cm, they make them in S30V now. They make them with the G10 handles. This is just a great little fidget knife, and it's very ergonomic. I mean, I could fit all 4 fingers on this little knife. Very ergonomic. It's about a 3-inch blade, 6 3/4 inch knife. It's a smaller knife. Great knife. Like it. That's Benchmade Mini Griptilian 154 cm. You can get these on Amazon for $94 in that 154 cm blade steel. The S30V blade steel is obviously going to be a little more expensive, but highly recommend a Mini Griptilian if you're looking for a nice little carry. And reversible pocket clip, right or left hand tip up only. Boom. Benchmade Mini Griptilian. So we're getting down to the last 3 knives I have here. This knife surprised me, and I love it. As you know, Gerber makes kind of like budget, cheesy knives, in my opinion. They don't make the best knives. But this is one that's made in their Portland, Oregon facility, and it's the Gerber Fastball, an S30V. And you can get these a lot cheaper than $105, but this is the price on Amazon right now for the black scales and the black stonewash blade. But like I said, you can get them on Blade HQ for like $75. But pretty neat looking Warrenclyffe blade. Right there it says made in USA, Portland, Oregon, S30V. There's your Gerber logo. It's not really branded like heavily. I like that about it. You have a subtle Gerber pocket clip that's reversible. Now this one's weird. It's left hand tip up, right hand tip up or tip down, but there's not holes on the presentation side for tip down, which I don't know why you'd want that anyways. But the detent on this thing, they named it fastball for a reason. The thing is quick, and listen, you can hear the detent when you close it. Yeah. They just announced this and a cleaver blade, which I love cleavers, and I love this knife. It's top 5 favorite knife in my collection, I think. Not just because of the price, but the blade steel is awesome, and it's just a nice little carry. And people don't expect that from Gerber. There's a lot of stuff I just saw from SHOT Show about Gerber. I'm going to be purchasing a lot more Gerber knives because I like the direction they're going in. So they got a couple of D-tube knives and a couple of micarta scales, and looking forward to these new Gerber knives. But this is the Gerber fastball, the original Warncliffe blade, and S30V. Like I said, $105 on Amazon right now, but don't buy it on Amazon. Look on Blade HQ if you want one. They're like 75-ish area. Great action. Gerber fastball. Moving on. I have 2 knives here left, and the best EDC, in my opinion. This is the Benchmade Bug Out and S30V. It's $116 on Amazon, but like I said, you can get it cheaper other places. So dual thumb stud, very light construction, blue anodized thumb studs, and barrel spacers. You see the barrel spacers there. Mini deep carry pocket clip, which is awesome, and it's reversible, right or left hand tip up. But look at this thing. Great knife. It's so light. I mean, they just made a lighter one too. Like Benchmade just announced that they make some kind of carbon fiber elite. I don't even know what it's made out of, but axis lock. Very fidgety. It's just like most Benchmades. Great knife. Recommend it to everyone. It's probably the best carry. This is the knife that's in my pocket more than any other knife. You see me out in the streets, it's probably this knife. So, for a while I thought it was the Holy Grail. So, great knife. Probably my top 2 knives. And then this is my last knife. And this is the one that deserves a little carry case out of my collection. This is the Benchmade Griptilian and G10 20 CV blade, and it on Amazon right now it goes for $179. So I got the one with the sheep's foot and the Spidey hole. Well, it's not a Spyderco, but they call it the Spidey. I call it a Spidey hole because it has the same action as a Spyderco. When you go to flick it, awesome knife. Deep carry pocket clip, the Benchmade butterfly on there. Wow, I love this knife. This is the most expensive knife in my collection, and it's my favorite knife. It's a knife I've been eyeing up for a while, and my wife actually bought it for me. I didn't even buy this knife. So being the most expensive knife in my collection, not even a knife that I bought. So it's tip up, right or left, just like the mini Griptilian, and there it is, the most superior blade steel I have, and that kind of ends my collection here. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like any knives you see and you want to ask any questions about them, feel free to ask any questions. That's why I put the prices on there. People are interested in looking at getting one. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. I just want to do a little shout out here. If you like watching knife videos, go check out Frankie and Bird on Birdshot on YouTube. This is one of Frankie's drawings I got after purchasing something off Blade HQ. So just wanted to show that. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Peace out. God bless.